Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here. It is Thursday, May 28th, and it is approximately 6:02 p.m., and this is the regular board meeting for Laredo College. I call this meeting to order. I ask if we could all please stand for a prayer led by Ms. Erica Garcia Benavides and the Pledge of Allegiance by Judge Mercurio Martinez. Thank you.
Gracious God, we gather today with a shared commitment to the well-being of Laredo College. We acknowledge the responsibility placed upon us to guide the institution and serve its students, faculty, and staff. Grant us wisdom and discernment as we make decisions that impact the future of our college. May our deliberations be guided by your Spirit, leading us to solutions that are just, equitable, and beneficial for all. We ask for strength and unity as we work together, and we thank you for the opportunity to serve this community. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Judge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Ms. Erica Garcia Benavides and Judge Mercurio Martinez for that. Public testimony?
None, sir.
None. Thank you. Roll call.
Esteban Rangel,
Present.
Ernestina Dita Vela, absent. Jackie Leven Ramos, present. Cindy Liendo,
Present.
Erica Benavides Garcia,
Present.
Mercurio Martinez Jr.,
Present.
Adriana Alexander, absent. Lizzie Newsom, absent. Karina Elizondo,
Present.
present. Sir, you have a quorum, and I'd like to make a motion to excuse the following individuals for today's attendance: Ernestina Cantu Vela, Adriana Alexander, and Lizzie Newsom.
There's a motion by Ms. Ramos. There's a second by Ms. Diendo. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion passes. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and start off with item 4, recognitions and introductions. I'm going to yield the mic to Mr. Ruben Barrial so we can go ahead and start off with 4A, 4B, 4C, and 4D. Ms. Ramos, if you would like to say something after 4A, being that that is your item, go ahead, ma'am. But Mr. Villarreal, go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Good evening, Board President Rangel, esteemed members of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Ramirez, Vice Presidents, faculty, staff, and distinguished guests. My name is Ruben Villarreal, Public Information Officer for Laredo College. As you mentioned, Mr. Rangel, we do move to agenda item 4, recognitions and introductions, starting with agenda item 4A, retirement recognitions. Over the course of many years, the following individuals gave unselfishly to the students at their respective high schools. We extend our sincerest gratitude to them for their commitment and unwavering dedication to the counseling profession, their schools, their students, and their partnership with Laredo College. I'm going to call the names of the ones that are here. If you can stand, and then when I'm done, you may be seated, and at the very end, they'll call you up for a picture. So I'm going to mention the ones that are here, and then Ms. Ramos, you can mention something as well. From LBJ High School Early College Dean, Yesenia Sandoval. LBJ High School Counselor, Ana Laura Monsivais. Alexander High School Counselor, Berta Lopez. And United South High School Early College Counselor, Rosa Ramos. There were 2 other names on the list. They're not able to join us. I'll mention them anyway. Zapata High School Counselors, Claudia Garza and Sandra Cruz.
Thank you, Mr. Villarreal. Ms. Ramos?
Thank you, sir. Just a brief, I put those names on the item on the agenda because I felt that when we started, we prepared, we engaged, we got this going. We got early college going. We got dual enrollment going. And so I'm very proud of the fact that you all did a lot of good work. I get really emotional. We've come a long way, but we're here and we've done so good. And thank you for being part of that journey with us. I really appreciate it. So from my part and for the rest of the board, I know I speak for myself, but I do want to show some appreciation and recognition for the hard work that you did, because we started it off and we did it together, and your legacy will be shown for others to come and for the years to come. And so just thank you and enjoy your retirement, and come and visit us often. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Ms. Ramos. Mr. Villarreal, go ahead with B, C, and D.
Agenda item 4B, Phi Theta Kappa recognition. We're proud to recognize Osvaldo Cruz, a Laredo College student and member of the Theta Theta chapter of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, for receiving the Distinguished Chapter Member Award at the international level. Phi Theta Kappa is the official honor society for two-year colleges and includes approximately 220,000 active members across 11 countries. This year, Osvaldo was one of only 30 students selected internationally for the Distinguished Chapter Member Award, making this an exceptional honor for both Osvaldo and Laredo College. Since joining Phi Theta Kappa, Osvaldo has been a consistent and dependable presence, attending nearly every chapter meeting and stepping in wherever help was needed. He has supported chapter initiatives, represented the chapter at regional and international events with professionalism and kindness, and contributed his creativity and talent to community-facing events, including face painting for more than 50 children. Osvaldo leads through action. His positive attitude, reliability, creativity, and willingness to serve have made him a trusted and familiar presence among his peers, faculty, and staff. This recognition also comes during a strong year for the Theta Theta chapter, which has continued to maintain its 5-star chapter status for 24 consecutive years. Chapter advisors Brenda Carmona and Randolph Gonzalez were also nominated by Phi Theta Kappa Texas Regional Leadership and received Horizon Awards, recognizing their contributions to PTK advising, student leadership development, and regional engagement. These achievements reflect the continued excellence of Laredo College students and the Theta Theta chapter. We congratulate Osvaldo on this outstanding honor and thank him for representing Laredo College with pride. Agenda item 4C, the NASA Lunabotics Challenge recognition. We're proud to recognize a remarkable group of Laredo College students and staff who represented our institution at the 2026 NASA Lunabotics Challenge in Orlando, Florida. The NASA Lunabotics Challenge is a national competition that invites student teams to design, build, test, and operate robotic systems connected to lunar excavation and future space exploration. This is a highly technical competition that requires students to apply skills in design, fabrication, programming, electronics, project management, communication, and problem solving. Laredo College was one of only 50 teams selected nationwide to participate in this prestigious NASA competition. Even more notably, Laredo College was one of only 3 community colleges represented among the selected teams nationwide. Our students competed alongside major universities, many of which have long-established engineering, robotics, and aerospace programs. What makes this accomplishment especially meaningful is that our students are not enrolled in a traditional engineering program. They accepted an engineering-level challenge without the same background or institutional infrastructure that many university teams brought to the competition. Yet, they stepped forward with determination, learned through the process, and built a functioning robot from the ground up, which you will see in just a little bit. Their journey began with the development of a project management plan and a detailed 3D computer-aided design proposal. After advancing through the review process, the students spent months manufacturing parts, wiring electronics, programming navigation routines, troubleshooting challenges, and testing their robot. Before traveling, the team was required to submit a proof of life video demonstrating that the robot was complete and functioning. Their work culminated in travel to Florida, where they participated in qualifying activities at the Florida Space Institute's Exolith Lab and final competition activities at the Kennedy Space Center. In competition results, Laredo College placed 20th in autonomy and 40th in berm construction. For a team of community college students who took on this challenge without a traditional engineering program, this is a tremendous achievement. It reflects resilience, courage, innovation, teamwork, and the transformational power of hands-on learning. This experience was made possible through the support of the Title III LEAPS Power Grant, which continues to expand access to high-impact STEM opportunities for Laredo College students. Participation in this competition enhanced the college's visibility, supported recruitment and retention, strengthened workforce readiness, and promoted innovation across STEM programs. So we'd like to recognize the students who participated in the 2026 NASA Lunabotics Challenge. They're here with us tonight. I will call their names. You stand, and then we'll take the picture afterwards. Carla Salas. Adela Mendez Martinez. Ana Guajardo. Genesis Diaz. Magali de la Cruz Coronado. Alejandro Barrios. Emilio Estrada. Sebastian Trevino. We'd also like to recognize the staff members who provided leadership, mentorship, travel coordination, and project support. Rosemary Agüero Riojas. Gabriela Solis Cavazos. Dr. Celinda Martinez. And Rogelio Sandoval. Please join us in congratulating our Laredo College NASA Lunabotics team for representing the college with excellence, determination, and pride. I missed a student, Hector Calleja. Also, some of we also, from the staff, joining us, Claudia Juarez as the Title III LEAPS Power Outreach Coordinator. Welding Lab Coordinator, Rogelio Sandoval. Welding Technology Instructor, Julio Talamantes. Electrical Technology Instructor, Ricardo Perez. Welding Technology Instructor, Eric Maldonado. Associate Vice President of Information Technology, Mr. Albert Chavez. Somewhere here. Assistant Professor of Cybersecurity, Computer Sciences, and Technology Director, Mr. Tecuani Perez. And Professor of Physics Assessment Coordinator, Dr. Orlando Patricio. I think that's everybody. Obviously, a huge, huge effort for such an amazing accomplishment. So please help me in congratulating our Laredo College NASA Lunabotics team. And when they take the picture, they will bring the robot up to show you, and you'll take a picture with the robot. So
Thank you, sir.
on to agenda item 4D, Business Management Student Recognition. Business Management Department is proud to recognize Rosa McCabe Garcia for her outstanding academic and professional accomplishments. Rosa recently completed her Associate of Applied Science degree in Applied Accounting and has earned 5 industry-recognized Certiport certifications in key business areas. These certifications include Bookkeeper Professional, Certiport Online User, Entrepreneurship and Small Business, Professional Communication, and Generative AI Foundations. Her achievements reflect exceptional hard work, dedication, and a strong commitment to academic and professional excellence. Rosa's success serves as an excellent example of the talent, determination, and career readiness demonstrated by our students at Laredo College. And presenting Rosa with her certificates tonight will be the Business Management Department Chair, Linda R. Ramirez. So please join us in congratulating Rosa McCabe Garcia. Rangel. Thank
Are
you.
you done, sir?
Yes, I have-
Yeah, we could start, but before we do that, let me just one recognition before, and I'd like the audience to hear. In 1946, there was a person that was supposed to graduate, and it was such a proud moment for Martin High School to see a graduate over 100 years. She graduated. She turned 100 years old. Miss Gallegos Perez graduated just recently from LISD at 100 years old, and I'm super proud of her. And I'm very happy to say that she is the mother of one of Laredo College's own, Dr. Diana Ortiz. It's her mom, and congratulations on her. Please tell her that on behalf of Laredo College and the board, we want to recognize her for finally, reaching that milestone moment of graduating from high school. So congratulations to her. Yeah. Yes, but please tell her. Miss, we want to go ahead and start with for D. Pass it, ma'am. Miss Linda. Board members, if you could please join me. You can take a seat.
If we can get the people from the 4A recognition, the counselors that are with us, please. Again, we have from LBJ High School Early College Dean Yesenia Sandoval, LBJ High School Counselor Ana Laura Monsivais, Alexander High School Counselor Berta Lopez, and United South High School Early College Counselor Rosa Ramos. Also wanted to mention that Yesenia helped with over 100 associate degrees to be, 1,000? 1,000, I'm sorry, 1,000. I was impressed with 100. 1,000 is wow. Also, Yesenia started the first early college high school period, so. I guess that's how you get 1,000. Did anybody? Yeah. Did anybody? I don't think so. That's what I'm trying to find out. I don't think he is. Is Osvaldo here from the Phi Theta Kappa? Osvaldo? So we can get the robotics then up there with the board, please? The robotics, the Lunabotics, bring in the robot. Oh, no pressure.
There's no brother that speaks to it through a different channel. It does have a name. The welding department named it, right? What name is it?
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Yes.
So she connected already. And now let's run the robot all test. Python 3. So the girls actually learned all about coding because they've never coded before. So it was a great process for them because it was something new. So we had Adela and Brianna here, and they actually learned coding from scratch.
Yeah.
And they had to learn Ubuntu and all that stuff too. So they learned that it's a challenge. So she is now connected directly to the robot. And let's move the conveyor belt first. Let's turn on the conveyor belt. Turn on the auger. So the auger is the dumping mechanism. The conveyor belt is the digging mechanism. You can turn off the auger and the conveyor belt. And so you can also lower the conveyor belt with the actuators, which are the two linear mechanisms on the side holding the conveyor belt up. So that increases it, and then she can lower it for digging. Now you can bring it back up. There you go. And then she can also make the robot go forward and backwards. Would you guys like to see that? Okay, let's see if she can still move it forward. And then backwards.
Very good. Thank you so much. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations, guys.
So before we move on to board reports, this is just makes me think of how full circle happens. You know, we have some educators that are retiring that pretty much educate these kids, and then we have our team out there from LISD doing the same thing, and then they come here and then they continue educating these kids. And but it's a full circle for all of us here at Laredo College. I just mentioned Mr. Vela, Mr. Ramos, about Dr. Lasola, everybody, about everybody putting their input into it, and then we see these kids do this. It's just remarkable and it's beautiful. I just think it's great. So congratulations and kudos to those kids. So and we're going to go ahead and continue with board reports. 5A, Program and Policy Committee meeting report. Ms. Jackie Levin Ramos, go ahead, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. The Program and Policy Committee met on Wednesday, May the 27th. At 11:01 a.m., the meeting was called to order, and in attendance were myself, the chair, Ms. Vela, and Ms. Garcia. Also in attendance awaiting the next meetings were Ms. Liendo and Judge Martinez. Ms. Newsom joined us and was present briefly after the meeting had concluded. 2 items were discussed pertaining to the LC Board Policy BD Local, board meetings and revisions to Board Procedures Manual. Both items were proposed by myself and presented for consideration and discussion with committee members. Ms. Vela and Ms. Garcia, as well as Ms. Liendo, agreed on the proposed modifications to BD Local board meetings of adding the following to board meetings preparation to streamline submission of agenda items and its efficiency of the board meetings. The proposal includes the following. A board member who submits a topic for placement on the meeting agenda shall be prepared to discuss the topic and explain to the board the reasons for its submission. At the time of submission, the board member shall provide to the board president and the college president. Number 1, a written explanation of the topic and its purpose. Number 2, questions the board member anticipates will require discussion or action at the meeting. And number 3, all supporting documentation and background materials relevant to the topic. This proposed modification will ensure we continue best practices in self-governance by establishing policy and procedures to follow and ensure the use of board meeting time is adequately managed. In addition, all board members are provided with reasoning documentation to consider such items as they appear on the agenda. These items will be considered later on in the meeting for the board to vote on. And we have provided this for not only the board policy local, the LC board policy BD local, but also the procedures manual as well. And that will come up later on during the meeting. Thank you.
For action.
For action.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Ramos, for that. Item 5B, Finance and Audit Committee report by Ms. Ernestina Tita Vela. She is absent, so I believe Ms. Cindy Liendo will be doing the report for her. Ms. Liendo, go ahead.
Thank you. The Finance Committee meeting was held on Wednesday, May 27th. We called row, and present there was Ms. Ernestina Tita Vela, Judge Mercurio Martinez, Cindy Liendo, Erica Garcia Benavides, and Ms. Jackie Levin Ramos. So the first item on the agenda, we presented, Mr. Cesar Vela presented the 2026 financial report as of April, and we are in good shape. The next item was the ratification of purchase of welding equipment for the Construction and Industrial Technologies Department. Mr. Vela presented that the item is going to cost $227,363.07, and that was paid through the Carl Perkins grant, and it was not coming from the general budget. The next item was discussing the purchase of computer room air conditioning unit replacement for the Martin building. Mr. Vela presented that it will cost $185,350, and that will come from the deferred maintenance fund. And this is being looked at through the by-board contract. The next item was discussing the Fort McIntosh Sports Complex roof restoration project. Mr. Cesar Vela announced that this is a TIPS contract, and the cost will be $204,270, and this funding is coming from the deferred maintenance fund. The next item on the agenda was the purchase of generator for the campus police department. Mr. Vela presented that this is a by-board contract, The cost will be $194,633. This is coming from the Deferred Maintenance Fund and the Campus Police Equipment Budget. The committee does recommend approving all of these purchases.
Thank you, Ms. Leando, for assisting on that. Item 5C, Building Committee Report, also by Ms. Cindy Leando, Chair.
Thank you. The building committee meeting was held on Wednesday, May 27th, immediately following the Finance and Audit Committee. Present from the committee was myself, and not on the committee, but also present were Ms. Jackie Ramos, Ms. Erica Garcia, and Judge Mercurio Martinez. The only item on the agenda was the construction and deferred maintenance projects update. Mr. Huicho Tijerina presented, and I'm going to go ahead and read you all of the items that were discussed, just so you can see. It was a lengthy presentation, but they are doing an amazing job in getting all of these projects completed, and so we're very proud of the work that they're doing. At the LBV, we have the renovation of the building, and that is 100% complete. I know that some of you were able to join us for the ribbon cutting, which was a wonderful ceremony. The Arechiga building is also 100% completed. They are starting to move in, and we will be having a ribbon cutting soon. The outdoor lab, which is the setting above the Caliche lab behind parking lot U, that is also 100% complete. And the replacement of the entire roof at Laird Hall, P134, P135, and P136 are also 100% complete. At P24, the replacement of one AC unit is also 100% complete. There was 3 AC units, 5 tons each, replaced at the print shop, and that's also 100% complete. At P136, they replaced 1 AC unit, 100% complete. At HR and Atkins building, they installed a 10-inch sewer line behind the corral. That's also 100% complete. There was new controllers for the HVAC system installed at Memorial Hall and the Martin building. Those are also 100% complete. And the replacement of the main water line at P28 is also 100% complete. All of these are at the main campus. They also continued with the installation of a 4-inch new sewer line at the corral. That's 100% complete. And the renovation of the men's and women's restrooms at P1, which is a work in progress, and 60% complete. At the VPA building, they are working on the renovation upgrade of the existing roof for the VPA, which is 70% complete. And across both campus, we have the LED lighting upgrades and HVAC upgrades. And the lighting is 80% complete and the HVAC is 50% complete. The motor pool also received a replacement of the entire roof, which is at 60% complete. The campus police will be getting a new generator, and that's a work in progress, which will be starting in June of 2026. And also starting in June of 26, we have the renovation upgrade of the existing elevator at Kazan. The upgrade of the AC unit to a 7.5 ton at P9 is also a work in progress, and we are waiting on the PO. And the AC unit is being upgraded to a 7.5 ton at the property inventory P119. That is also scheduled to start in June of 2026. So at the South Campus, we have also a lot of projects that are complete. I'm going to go ahead and read you everything that is 100% complete. So we have the FDC, the Fire Department pipe repairs at the Protective Services Center, the roof drains at buildings A and C, the library electrical panel at the Judith Zaffarini Library, storage drain upgrades at Raquel Gonzalez Automotive Tech Center, service pit modifications at Raquel Gonzalez Automotive Tech Center, ADA door modifications at the Protective Service Building, metal roof structures at LC Southwest of campus, and River Rock landscaping at the JC Trevino Fitness Center. All of these are 100% complete. Buildings B, C, D, and G are getting fire panel upgrades. Those are at 50%. And then they are also working on a lot of other projects that are just about to begin or have just started. So there's still a lot of work to be done there. But if you would like to see pictures of the progress and the different projects, please log on to our YouTube channel and you can see the entire meeting online. Thank you to Mr. Tijerina for a great job, and of course, everybody else on our staff who assists with those projects. That is all.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Leando, for that report. I want to go ahead and thank Ms. Ramos, of course, Ms. Veda, but she's absent, and Ms. Diendo for chairing these committees. I do apologize to my colleagues for not being present. I tend to be at all the committees all the time, but I had a personal matter I had to attend, but I do apologize for that, but thank you for reporting to us on that. We're going to go ahead and move on to item 6, informational item. 6A, Laredo Independent School District Dual Credit End of the Year Presentation. Shout out to LISD, but Mr. Julio Reyes, go ahead, sir.
Good evening, board members, Dr. Ramirez, staff, Julio Reyes, Director of Recruitment and Dual Enrollment. And today I'm actually going to be passing the mic over to our partners from LISD. They're here to present their end of the year presentation to all of us.
So thank you. It's an honor to be here today presenting on an amazing partnership that we greatly appreciate. My name is Monica Caes, and I'm coming on behalf of Laredo ISD with amazing campus administrators that will be presenting themselves right now in just a bit, along with Ms. Yvonne Degollado, our CCMR coordinator. And so we want to talk about partnering for success and the amazing partnership that we have with LC. Because of your partnership, we're able to make a difference in the lives of so many students. And we're seeing that our students are not only graduating just from high school, but rather they're graduating, stepping confidently into colleges, careers, or a new chapter in their life. And they're doing this with knowledge, experience, and purpose. And we thank you for this. Laredo ISD has 7 specialty schools, where in these 7 specialty schools, we're able to offer students with the partnership of LC different opportunities to prepare for college or the career. This year, we're very proud to say that we had 337 LISD students cross that graduation stage before they graduated with their own high schools. And that's an increase of 7% from last year. So thank you for that. Is actually 25% of LISD seniors. We had 125 students obtain certificates and 212 students obtain an associate's degree. Here you could see some amazing numbers. We had almost 4,000 students attend at Laredo College from LISD. Total course enrollments show 9,149 course enrollments. So we are building our future together. Today, we come to tell you about our CCRSM models, which this is supported from TEA. It's a recognition, and there's 2 different recognitions that you could obtain. It's an early college high school or a P-Tech. And so the goal of our CCRSM is to provide at-risk students an opportunity to obtain access to amazing education, and this comes at no cost to them. It's to develop a career pathway or prepare them for college and also obtaining their associates. It also requires an MOU with an IHE, and we're very happy to say that we do have one with Laredo College. We have 4 CCRSM campuses, 2 early colleges, and 2 P-Techs, and you find them both at Cigarroa High School and Martin High School. And with that being said, I would like to introduce Dr. Rocio Lopez, who will be talking about her early college.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Rocio Lopez. I'm the proud director of Salas Perez Early College located at Cigarroa High School, the pride of South Laredo. And we are in year 3 of our provisional campus because of the fact that we went from a T-STEM to an early college, so we ended up having to start all over again. We currently have 9th graders, 10th graders, and 11th graders, giving us a total of 352 students. Coming in, we're going to have our incoming 9th graders with 101 students coming in. So we are slowly but surely growing our numbers every single year. When it comes to our access measures, we are very happy to report that right now we are projected to meet designated status. We are meeting the at-risk population and the economically disadvantaged population. So we're very happy that we're servicing those underprivileged populations that normally wouldn't get these opportunities. We're able to do that in part, and I'm very grateful for your partnership that you extend to us every single year. We do have an achievement. We've met all possible indicators as well, and that includes our passing our STAR exam for EOC, passing for English 2, and of course, all of our TSI measures. So again, we're very proud that we continue building these students and ensuring that they're ready, not only for what is to wait for them after, but long-term, again, for their futures. And then in attainment, we are, if you notice, there's 4 check marks there. Again, because we are continuously moving forward. We cannot report core completion yet because, again, I cannot do it until our seniors come in. So this is going to be our incoming cohort that is going to be in the progress. And of course, earn our associate degrees. Despite the fact that we were not designated through TEA yet, and we're a provisional campus, if you notice, we've had associate degrees since 2023, which is when I first came on board. We had 12 associate degrees in there, and then of course we continue growing every single year, and we project this upcoming school year to have 50 associate degrees from our early college, and they're in Associate of Science. Not only do our students get an associate degree in science, but they also get, we also have certificates that are offered through Laredo College. We have the computer-aided drafting and design. We also offer network technologies, geographic information systems, and we also offer engineering technologies. And we just had, and I want to highlight, thank you to your partnership. We did have right now our pharmacy technicians. We had out of the 7 that were in that cohort, we had a professor that left us. So you all assisted us with helping us get a professor to come and help our kiddos. Out of the 7, 5 ended up passing their pharmacy technician certification, the first for Laredo ISD, and I believe for Laredo even. So we're very, very grateful, and thank you so much for that. And with that, I just wanted to highlight beautiful pictures of our students graduating, ready for their associate degrees. And I pass on the mic to Mr. Medellin, our P-Tech administrator.
Good evening, everyone. So my name is Pedro Medellin, and I'm the CCMR Dean at Cigarroa High School and also the P-Tech Administrator. We are completing our year 8 of operation. So with our P-Tech program, we are able to earn designation with distinctions. Our program in the access measure was designated with distinctions through TEA in both at-risk students and economically disadvantaged students. In our achievement, we met all areas with designation with distinction, which we're very, very proud of. And in our attainment measure is where our partnership with Laredo College really does shine through. These are our students that are earning our level 1, level 2 occupational skills awards. And for the first time with P-Tech, we are working our students towards an associate's degree. So we did meet designation with distinction in all areas except for those 2, which is the earned certificate or an associate's degree. We got to get that percentage a little bit up, which projected we are already there. And our 15 plus college credit hours is where, again, through the program that we have for our associate's degree, we are going to meet that next year. I do offer 3 programs of study, which is a construction management, which is where our students do earn their associate's degree. They do receive the 62 hours. Plus, they're able to get a level 1 certificate their sophomore year of high school and a level 2 certificate their junior year of high school. So they are getting state certified and their associate's degree while they're working towards the construction management. Our HVAC students do get a level 1 assistant certification, a level 2 residential technician certificate through Laredo College, earning them 28 college credit hours. And then we have our diesel tech program, which does give them a level 1 occupational skills award and does offer them 14 hours. As we move through in 2025, we offered 37 state level certificates. In 2026, we did complete 57. And as of 2027, projected to have our first class of associates, which will be 7 students earning their associate's degree in construction management, and we are upping those levels of students earning their state level certificates through our partnership with Laredo College, hoping to get those 84 in level 1, level 2 in construction management, level 1, level 2 in HVAC, and then continuing with our occupational skills award for diesel tech. So we're very proud of our students, and we're hoping to continue to grow our programs and our partnership with Laredo College.
Very good.
Graduates. Okay, and I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Bianca Martinez.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Bianca Rara Martinez. I am the director of the Esther G. Buckley Early College High School at Martin High School. This is a health science early college. We are an established early college. We are in our operational year 9. We have an enrollment of 501 students spanning 9th through 12th grade. We are a campus that is designated with distinctions. We have our at-risk students and our economically disadvantaged students, so we've earned our distinctions there. For the achievement, we're also designated with distinctions. We, in all of those, Algebra 1, English 1, TSI, For the attainment, we are also designated with distinctions there, and this is where our partnership with LC comes in because of all of our students. It's an early college. They do receive their Associates of Science degree through Laredo College. All of our students, complete our program, complete here at LC. So here, this year, we had 88 students that received their associate's degree from Laredo College. In 2027, we are projected to have 100 students that are going to receive their associate's degree through our partnership with Laredo College. So we're very appreciative of everything that Laredo College has to offer our students, especially with our emergency medical technician program through LC. We had 100% completion. 25 out of 27 of our students passed the national exam. We have 2 students that are pending to retest, and we are very optimistic that they are going to pass their exam. All of our students, all of our EMT students received their Associate of Science degree, so we're very proud of them. And then they are using their certificate to, go out in the community. They have, work at plasma centers, ambulance centers, things like that. So we are very, very appreciative to LC and for all that you all do for our students to help them succeed and grow and move on. So, and that's just some photos highlighting our program. So thank you very much. This is Ms. Blanca Polanco, CCM Dean.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Blanca Polanco. I'm the CC Dean from Martin High School, and I'm also the AFNER PTech administrator. I'm in my second operational year. We're still provisional. I currently have 73 students with 31 sophomores and 42 freshmen. I currently have an estimation of 60 incoming freshmen for this coming school year when I start my third year. I am projected to have a designation for the 2 categories that you see before you, the at-risk and the eco-dis students. I currently have 3 pathways. So AFNER, just again, stands for Agriculture, Food, and Natural Resources. And my 3 programs of studies that I currently offer is Animal Science, Agriculture Engineering, and Plant Science. We are working with the collaboration with Laredo College in our students when they become seniors, graduating with a General Studies Associates of Science degree for Animal Science. The IBCs that you see before you, they can receive the veterinary science certification. We are looking into getting the welding technology for agriculture engineering, a certificate 1 or 2. All 3 programs, again, can receive up to 54 college hours. And I am proud to announce that our newest program that we'll be implementing next school year is our transportation program with distribution, logistics, and warehousing. I know that Laredo College will also be implementing this new program next school year. So it's nice that we're going to be working together in making sure that our students, when they start this program and they complete it, it's going to be the same certifications and the same license. We do have the IBCs for CLA, which is a Certified Logistics Associate, or the CLT, the Certified Logistics Technician. We already offer the CDL, the Commercial Driver's License, so that will be assumed and provided under the transportation program. And I'm just very, very thankful for the support that Laredo College has offered AFNER PTech. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And just to conclude, we are very, very proud that with Educate Texas, in partnership with TEA, with our CCRSM campus, we were Highlight District, and we were able to attend a Partners Connect conference where your very own Julio Reyes was part of our panel. And so we were able to highlight the partnership between Laredo ISD and Laredo College. So thank you for that. And you could see here that Laredo College is our champion for success. We thank you through Palomino Transition Days, Apply Texas, College and Career Ready, on-site support, and then you have where we end up at the end at their graduation. So on behalf of Laredo ISD, we want to thank you, the board members. Thank Dr. Ramirez, thank all the leadership, Dr. Ortiz, Dr. Arizola, Dr. Tejerina, Dr. Hernandez, Ms. Jessica Trevino, Mr. Reyes, and the whole Laredo College community. Thank you for going above and beyond in meeting the needs of our district. We are greatly appreciated for everything that you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Calles. Thank you, Ms. Calles. Is there any questions or comments from any board, Ms. Ramos, go ahead.
I have a question. I'm very impressed. Everyone spoke like you know your work. Like it's like you didn't even have a script. You're like talking, and I'm very impressed by that. I wanted to ask you career services. So do you track the students as they exit your programs at the high school? Do you find out, for example, I'm focused on the pharmacy technician. So I used to be a pharmacy technician when I was very young, and no one taught me anything. I just took a lot of biology and science classes because I was going to be a pharmacist, right? That was my intent. But I'm seeing that you have a certificate. So how do you track the students or find out if they're using their certificate to work?
Absolutely. So that comes in, there's a twofold response to that. We do our very best to track our students, and a lot of it is through reaching out and them coming back and letting us know. There's currently not something set where they're having to input or we could require them. But we do know a lot of our students that continue, and we see them going out in the workforce or they get employed by hospitals. The good news is that TEA is now requiring, as part of the CCMR efforts, they're looking in to do statewide. They're going to be tracking our students whether it's college or career, what it is that they're obtaining and where they're being employed or what are they doing with their IBCs. So it's something that TEA is already moving forward, and that will be part of our CCMR accountability and tracking system. So they are currently right now in the talks, and they're going to be letting us know very soon in the summer what we're going to be using and what we're going to be doing to track our students in a more collaborative effort. And that's going to be tracking them through their Social Security, through their information that they input with their employers, where they're going to be able to get back that information for us. So we're looking forward. So right now we do have our internal system where we have it's pretty much, we reach out to our students, and those that give us back their information, we do keep track. But with the new system that TA is going, we're going to be able to provide better numbers for that.
That's good. Thank you. Chair recognizes Ms. Elizondo.
All I have to say is, wow, your statistics are exemplary. They speak volumes about your work ethic and your dedication to the students. And I know you all keep thanking us, but I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts, because you guys continue to make a difference every single day. And just hearing the fact that a lot of students are having the opportunity that we didn't have when we were growing up is just, wow. I mean, respetos de corazón. Thank you for everything that you all do, and may God continue to give you the strength and the wisdom to continue leading your campuses. And felicidades.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions? Chair recognizes Ms. Liendo.
Thank you. I just want to say I'm so moved when I see the numbers in my day job. I work with low-income families every day, and I have for many, many years. And to see these students graduating with their associates, with their certificates, I know that you are changing so many lives. And not only for those individuals and their families, but for our entire community, just changing the demographics of our entire city. And, when Esteban and I served on city council, we would have people say, why don't you bring these type of businesses or companies to create jobs in Laredo? And it was always the same reason, because we didn't have a skilled or a trained workforce to attract them here. But slowly we are seeing that change, and it's all because of the efforts that you are doing, and of course the Laredo College staff, administrators. It is just such a wonderful feeling to see that so many lives are being changed, and our community is slowly changing, and I think we're really going to be just better for it in the long run. So thank you for everything that you're doing, and continue to encourage our students to do more. We see it in the numbers, so we know you're doing that, I'm so excited to what Laredo's going to turn into in the next few years.
Thank you, Ms. Diendo. Dr. Ramirez, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations to all of you at Laredo ISD. Our partnerships are key, and we know that, but so is our communication. And so I want to thank you all for continuously communicating with our deans, with our provost, with Julio and his team, with Jessica, because that communication is what really facilitates for our students. As Ms. Liendo mentioned, we're leading students who are discovering a completely unknown world to them. And if we don't guide them, literally holding them by the hand and guiding them, these kinds of success rates and completions would not happen. So without your support, without your love and attention to every single one of these students, because that's what it takes, love and attention, and sometimes coscorrones, we know, but it wouldn't happen. And it's such a proud moment for all of us with our partnerships with all of our school districts. But we know that it takes so many people. It takes all of us working together. And so thank you all very much for doing what you do. Congratulations on another successful year. I hope you enjoy a little bit of the summer. I know that we all use the summer to plan and prepare for next year, but I hope you get a little time off. You've earned it. You deserve it. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you. And I just wanted to say, Mr. Rangel, just like you said, it comes full circle. When we were seeing the students that were working their robots, we were able to recognize many of our Sabas Perez early college high school students. So it's able to see that partnership continuing to grow, and it's very heartwarming to see our kids there.
And you're very right, Ms. Calles. That's the reason why I said that, because I know Cigarroa with the Sabas Perez, their tech team, they're always winning. They're always up there. They're always number one. They're always bringing awards. So it's great. So I just want to say to Dr. Lopez, Mr. Medellin, Ms. Martinez, Ms. Polanco, of course, Ms. Degollado, and of course you, Ms. Calles. We just, I believe we approved an MOU, I think a month ago. So it's great, as a board, of course, with the vision of Dr. Ramirez and her leadership, to being able to have these partnerships, because many times when we're up there in graduation, we talk to each other. We're in the back, or we're sitting up there in graduation, and we're at awe, seeing these kids we're transforming lives. And me personally, I know I want to say, I'm going to speak on behalf of the full board, that we're proud to be a partner with you guys, with you and United, because we see the change, and we're a part of that. There's kids that are graduating from college before they even graduate from high school, which is shocking, but it's great. And I'm happy to be a part of your team as well. So I want to congratulate you. I want to say a month ago, we were called by the Laredo ISD board to be able to go and be recognized as a partner for Laredo ISD and Laredo College. And I know we're partners in so many different ways. You just showed a couple of pictures of it's, lending you a room or partnering up in a certain way. But I know that the major partnership is a dual program that comes with Laredo College and LISD. They gave us this award, I want to say a month or two of March. And I know that I was there to represent Dr. Ramirez, and a couple of doctors were there as well from LC. I think it's important that we take a picture with you guys, which is the major partnerships that we should have. So I invite our board members, if we could take a picture with you and your team. I want to invite Dr. Maricela, Dr. Ariasola. I want to invite Ms. Trevino, Julio, Heriberto, Dr. Hernandez.
I just
to take a picture, because this belongs also to you guys.
Thank
and I
you.
want a picture with all of you.
It would
as
be
well.
an honor and a pleasure. Thank you.
and just so that the board is aware, our August graduation is going to be at the PAC, at the LISD auditorium, so that everybody fits
Yes.
for our summer graduation. So they've been very generous and kind, and so we're looking forward to it.
Good job, guys.
Okay, so we're gonna, once again, thank you LISD for being here. We really appreciate you. Have a great evening. We're gonna continue with our agenda with item 6B and continuing with hopefully great news. Enrollment report, Dr. Ariasola, and of course, Ms. Trevino, go ahead.
Good evening, members of the board. Jessica Trevino, AVP of Enrollment Management for the record.
David Arzola, Vice President of Student Success and Compliance for the record.
And yes, we will continue with some great news and actually just to wrap up all the presentations today with some amazing graduation information. In this month's enrollment report, it just feels like we did this 2 days ago, but it was May 5th when we last presented an enrollment report. I am happy to now present to you much healthier numbers because, again, we have received our dual enrollment rosters, and the dual enrollment is a very, very important part in our enrollment report. As you can see here, as of today, Summer 1 2026, we are at 3,276 students enrolled. That is showing an 160 student increase overall. To date, on May 28th of last year, May 28th of this year, we are seeing a 283 student increase from last year to date. We still have 4 registration days before the first class day of summer session 1. So pretty much any student registered after today is an increase in our number of enrollment for summer session 1.
Good job.
Summer session 2, you are looking again, the final number of 2025 to the enrollment as of today for summer 2 2026. We are looking at 1,749 students. 436 of those are dual. The rest are our regular student population. We are behind from the final number of last year, 74 students, but we still do have 28 registration days before the first class day of summer session 2, which means if we register 3 students per day, we will be at par of where we were last year. But I am happy to announce that May 28th of last year to May 28th of this year, we are at a 239 student increase from last year to date. So if we keep that trend, we are looking at another potential increase in enrollment. The fall to fall enrollment report on the left-hand side, fall 2025, with 11,445 as a final number. Nobody freak out. Everybody breathe. Fall 2020.
Sure?
We'll go to the other slide. Fall 2026, 2,477 students currently enrolled. We do have 8,968 students to go. 61 registration days before the first class day of fall. 147 students per day. Again, our dual enrollment partnership weighing very heavily here. We do not expect to receive rosters until July 31st. So that is when we're going to see the big climb in enrollment. Currently, we continue to focus on the continuing students, the returning students, and new students. And I'm happy to report that to date, May 28 last year, May 28 this year, we are seeing a 291 student increase in our regular student population, non-dual enrollment students. So that is very exciting for us to see. Continuing education numbers, we are very close to starting quarter 4 for continuing education. We are looking at registration that is currently underway, very, very close to the 100 student registered for the June, July, and August quarter 4 for continuing education. Next, moving on. Oh, any questions with enrollment? I'm sorry. Can you go back?
Chair recognizes Ms.
Yes.
Garcia.
I see that there is a little bit of a drop from last year to this year in the quarters. Why? Like right in quarter 2 from last year, right? You had 455 students enrolled, and this year you have 406. And last year in quarter 3 you had 614, and this year you had 428. What is the reasoning you all think behind that?
Marisela Rodriguez Tijerina, Provost, Vice President of Academic Affairs. Sandra Cortez is at a conference, so I'll speak on her behalf.
Okay.
Real simple, we used to have the CARES partnership with the city of Laredo, which offered free tuition, and we matched it using some institutional funds. So when you take the free tuition, free fees, I think it's fairly good now when you compare the December 455 with free package versus now with no free. It's like a difference of what, 40, 50, 49. And then March, yes, we need to work, and we are working with the enrollment management about possibly adding a version of the Palomino pledge.
Okay.
So that continuing ed and scholarships too. And I know that we're working on a proposal that we're going to finalize with the enrollment management so that we can start adding them into the scholarship and the Palomino promise.
I'm glad we have a plan.
Go ahead, Mr. Reno.
Perfect. So moving on to graduation, I have two different slides for you this time around. It's a recap of the spring 2026 graduation. What I'm showing you here is actually the number of degrees that were awarded. We are looking at a total of 1,885 degrees awarded in the spring of 2026 versus 1,631 awarded in the spring of 2025, with a 15.6% increase in degrees awarded. Definitely a team effort. In terms of students, how that reflects in the students being awarded. Remember that a student may obtain 2 awards, so that's why you see a difference in numbers here. But again, we do see an increase. In spring of 2025, 1,414 students awarded versus 1,643 students being awarded, a 16.2% increase in this number of students being awarded a degree from Laredo College. Last but not least, the number of students that actually participated in our commencement ceremonies 2 weeks ago, 1,262. It definitely did feel like that during our 3 ceremonies. But with that being said, we have a very short video, a recap of graduation. Albert? Gonna go back. We're working on the ending. But again, thank you so much to everybody who collaborates and contributes to making the commencement ceremonies much successful. It is truly a team effort, from everybody in the planning stages to the actual day to physical plant helping us get rid of a confetti from one ceremony to the next. So thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.
I have a couple of questions, Mr. Reno. On the slide right before the picture, that one, and then the other one from 1,800 to 1,200. Why do you think that not so many want to? Is there a reason? Do we even run a survey on why not?
So Yes and no. So the answer, we have seen an increase in participation.
Yeah.
In definitely in the number of students wanting to participate. The number to compare it to would be the 1,600 rather than the 1,800, because that's the number of students. So we are about 200 students that don't show up it to the fulls, like in total. And a lot of them, it really depends on the student's choice. We are working towards eliminating a little, I guess, background where the ceremonies used to be extra long and students would sit through the entire ceremony. So as you've seen, we try to keep our ceremonies to an hour and a half, no longer than 2 hours. Some of them have other commitments. We do have students who are graduating but are already employed. So they're not taking that time off. They're coming to their pinning ceremonies or to the other pre-commencement ceremonies because they have those commitments already. So it really is a variety of instances and reasons why. But I am happy to report that we used to get very high numbers of when the student submits the graduation application, we do ask, will you be attending? Yes, maybe, yes, maybe, or no. We used to have a lot of no's. Now they've moved to maybes, and now they've moved to yes. We do get a lot of students who come in last minute and say, I had put no, but I really want to go. Can I still go? And we do welcome in everybody who decides to participate.
Okay.
But we will definitely survey.
Yeah,
I think that's
I
a
was
good
just
idea.
wondering, because I mean, it's just, why wouldn't you want to, right? But yeah, the first slide, I have a question. You did very well. Everything increased from except the Maymester. Why do you think that happened? I mean, it's not a lot, but still, I mean, everything else increased except that.
So the Maymester, we actually had some different situations happening with Maymester. We obviously were coming from a situation with Canvas. We had to change a start date from the Maymester term. In addition to that, the dates for the start of Maymester did overlap a little with the end dates of some of the home universities where our students come from in terms of the transient students. So those are things we're looking at for our calendar, to align our calendar with that for next year. We did change the start date from a Wednesday to a Friday. The payment deadline, we extended as much as we possibly could. We did not drop a lot of students for non-payment. On the contrary, because of the changes, we took care of that. But it really, in my opinion, had to do a lot with the overlapping of the dates. They weren't done yet at their home school.
Yeah.
And we were already starting
Got
our
it.
term.
So then you're working on that. Okay, cool.
The calendar.
And just a real quick comment, and then Dr. Ramirez's suggestion. The graduation was great. Like I've told Dr. Ramirez, the whole team was on it, and it was awesome. Like it was great, and you guys did a great job. I was telling Dr. Ramirez that I don't know how you guys do it to be moving so many moving parts around, but it was, I mean, it's soldiers, and I just feel like I see Julio, and he's like in the civil service, just like, and I'm like, what's going on? Who's gonna shoot or what? But it's like, it's shocking, but it's super well organized, and I want to commend all of the team that helps with that. So yeah, and the last thing, I think this report, Dr. Ramirez, go on. Oh yeah. The last thing, maybe this report should be right after the duels report, so they could hear. Oh, it's because the duels are not reporting yet. Maybe that would help just a little bit. So you could turn around and do that. Yeah, I know.
We have a
But
deadline.
and
If that doesn't happen after the deadline, then we'll use that.
Okay. But just food for thought. And then last thing, I just want to publicly recognize our board member that graduated, Miss Cindy Liendo. You graduated this semester. So congratulations, ma'am. Wishing you the very best. So is there any other questions or comments from the board? No? No? We're good. Thank you so much, Jessica. Have a good one, ma'am. Item 6C, report on the Aspen Collaboration Counseling Task Force, Dr. Ariasola and Ms. Trevino again.
Hello, everybody. David Arzola, Vice President for Student Success and Compliance for the record.
Trevino, AVP of Enrollment Management for the record.
So, as a reminder to everybody, we're working on a task force, and the reason that this task force was formed to solve or try to solve several of these issues, right? So, review the full student enrollment life cycle, try to identify where students are getting stuck, where they are dropping out, work as a team to try to improve communication between not only our enrollment teams, but also folks outside. We have a number of academics in there as well. More than anything, we want to increase student progression from the time we reach out to them, hey, come to Laredo College, to the time they enroll. We want to increase the number of students that we reach out to and that actually come in and enroll and register for classes. Basically, what we want to do is we want to have 5 days of 3 graduations a day, right? We want to increase the number of students that complete all our programs. So as we're looking inward and looking at some of the data that we're able to review, we know that students are being lost at the several transition points. So we know that there might be a few barriers that occur between some of the departments within again within the enrollment manager and also on the outside. We find a lot of students who will tend to give up if we're not on them. They might apply, they don't come back, they might go to advising, they might not register, things like that. We know that communication is key. That's one of the things that when we hear, albeit anecdotal things, we hear things like, well, I applied, but I haven't heard anything, or I haven't heard anything from my advisor, or I haven't heard anything from financial aid, or I haven't heard. So we know that if we are a little more proactive in some of these things, that we're going to be able to attract them a little bit more. So in the process of meeting, and we meet on a weekly basis, we discuss a lot of the things that we hear, right? So anything that anybody hears as an issue from a student, that sometimes it might be just one student we hear from, sometimes we hear from about 3 or 4 that they're having some issues here and there. We bring all of those to the table. We try to discuss openly what some of the things we're hearing from others are, right? So some of the key takeaways, we've talked about some of these, I'll go through these fairly quickly, but try to improve communication and pre-screening for recruitment, work on our follow-ups with admissions, financial aid, trying to communicate either via dashboard or direct communication with students, advising, sometimes they come in for advising. We know that sometimes they also walk out the door, don't register. We're working on that part as well. I'll touch up a little bit on that in a little while. Overall, improving our coordination, improving our timing of when our schedulings are for the registrar. So every department that's in our task force has had an opportunity to look inward. So what are my processes? How can I help promote the student progression through our enrollment life cycle? And they've all done a great job. I want to share with you some of the little things that some of our departments have already done to try to close some of these gaps. There might be little gaps here, then maybe we're only losing like 1 or 2 students here or 5 students there. So it might seem like a little bit. We're hoping that, or the plan is that by plugging in the little gaps, we're able to make a big difference. So advising, right here, but advising has already started collecting callback lists. So lists that they use for follow-up and engagement. So not just letting the students wait, but actually calling them back if they need to, right? The goal there is to ensure that students leave advising with computer registration. So we're not letting them walk out the door anymore, right? So that's one of the biggest things. They come into advising, we'll put Julio at the door, and he's not letting them walk out until they register. But seriously, the way we want to make them, once we get into advising, they're going to register. There's a computer lab there, and pretty soon we'll move to Arechiga, and you'll see that even in that new setup, we have a larger computer lab that will be allowed to send students in there to get advice and get registered. And they won't be, once they enter Arechiga Hall, they won't leave without a schedule. And that's the plan. Again, increasing training, increasing retraining and reskilling. Some of the things that we do in the enrollment management side not only require training for new people and new ideas, but sometimes, and Mr. Ring is very good about saying this, sometimes we need to kind of get refreshers, make sure that we're on top, that we don't forget things, that we don't get lackadaisical with some of the efforts that we want to do. One of the other things that we've done in advising is they've implemented a graduation referral and tracking process, right? So they're doing this fairly on their own. We're not digitize that process, but once they have an idea that a student's ready for graduation, they'll let them know to go apply for graduation. They track them. If they didn't apply for graduation, call them up. Why haven't you applied? And keep on them, right? So that's one of the things that we've identified in the task force, communication. It doesn't always have to be an email. I know email is an effective tool, but simply making a call is sometimes the best way. Here are some of the other things that we've done, and Mr. Jorge Dimas in admissions, we've heard what the students are saying about the application process, right? So before this task force, and this is something he's probably been working on before the task force, but before recently, the student would apply, they wouldn't get an admissions letter until everything was complete. Now, he's connecting with them at 3 different points. They apply, they submit the application, they get an email saying, thank you for applying at Laredo College. We're reviewing your application. Once that application has been reviewed and has been logged into our system, they'll get another contact that says, you are ready to review your application status, and it takes them, directs them to a website, My LC Status. They can log in there. They can see not only their own information of when they applied, they can see a list of things that they're missing to complete their application, if they're missing any. And then once they've submitted all the missing documents and they're complete, then they get congratulations, you've been accepted into Laredo College. You may now proceed to advising and we'll proceed to the next steps. It is again, for a student on the student side, it's good to see that. Good to see that the college is, continues to come back at you and say, come in. We're waiting for you, right? We've also, some of the data that we're able to collect is things like students that have applied but have not been advised, or have not completed their financial aid application, so we've always been able to complete that data. Now we're using some of our student mentors and some of the departments. The recruitment plays a big part of that. Retention services plays a big part of this. Now we're making a call. So we have a list of students who have applied but haven't come to advice. We pick up the phone, call them up, come in. We have the students who've been advised but haven't been registered. So those students get calls. Or we would do that a little bit later in the registration cycle. Now we're jumping ahead of that. We're trying not to wait until they might decide to go somewhere else, right? Or they might decide to start working. And we want to get them early and often, right? Scholarships have already been awarded. The other thing I want to mention here is the registrars and the communications for graduation. So they've done a lot Once a student applies, almost the same thing as the application process, applying for the college, they're contacting them with, as soon as they apply, you receive your application for graduation, reviewing your academic plan, making sure you graduated. And then they get another one that says, we reviewed your graduation, your application, congratulations, you're now a candidate for graduation. And then once everything's good, they'll get an automated email with key dates and milestones. So all of these things are, I don't want to give all the credit to the task force, but I think if anything, as we meet together and we talk about some of these things, it really has kind of empowered each individual department to say, okay, this is going to be my part, right? And it's kind of giving them a forum to share some of their ideas and say, I might have thought of this before, but now they get some affirmation that, yes, go ahead, move on this, or go. And it's really been a great partnership for all of us. I think this is my last slide. I don't know if you want to. Well, actually, this is a slide I've had up here before, but I do want to say that we have confirmed the visit to animal colleges, where we'll do some sharing of best practices with animal colleges. We'll be going June 16th. We'll be taking a literal bus up there. We are taking the Noah's Ark approach, just like 2 people from every department to go up there. And we plan a full day of activities with animal colleges. I don't remember if you've all met Dr. Gaitan, who helped us put together our strategic plan. She's from animal colleges. She's the one I've been working with. She's going to bring her team in to we're going to have lunch together. We're going to talk. We'll have a full day of activities with them and just share what we do. Because from Dr. Gaitan, I know there's some stuff that we do that they like, and we're going to go up there and share that with them. And I know that there's things that they do that we like, and we're going to share. Right, so it should be a good day. The other thing, and this is something that literally we started this afternoon. My challenge, as working with the team, they really are the ones doing all the work. But my challenge is that I want to be able to document and really keep some of the data behind what we're doing. Right, so it's not just. We're not there yet, right? So we have some data, but not just telling you that I have the data or telling you that data exists, but actually showing it to you. So what we decided to do recently is to really integrate everything that we're doing into our institutional effectiveness process, right? So that's a process, again, that's kind of my other hat, the SACCOC liaison hat. As we're getting ready for reaffirmation in a few years, I know that that's going to be a big part of reaffirmation. So being able to use that process to be able to keep documentation, and the best thing of it is accountability, right? We've implemented some sort of self-accountability into what we're doing, because we're going to have to document individually and as a group what we're doing to make the task force move along. Okay. So that's it for me. I don't know if you want to add anything.
If anything, if I may add, we recently went to the TCC conference, which is the state of Texas colleges and universities coming together, where we use the banner system into what we're doing, and it was very rewarding. Dr. Arezola's first time at TCC, but it was very rewarding to see that we are now in a position where the transition from Banner on-prem to the Banner SaaS module has given us plenty of opportunities and doors to continue implementing and modernizing our technologies so that this becomes very seamless for the student. The emails and the communication Dr. Arezola is mentioning, they're automated. They're pushed out by the system. Nobody has to go in there and click a button. And we went from, I'm going to say this publicly, we went from sending emails on a Word document with a mail merge and generic headers that said Dear Palomino to very personalized message and communication pertaining to each student's own individual scenarios. So we're very proud that we are making progress. We do know that there's still a lot of work to do ahead, but with these little changes and with these little advancements that we're doing, we're hoping that, again, reflected in our enrollment numbers and our graduation numbers, we can see that the task force work is being fruitful for the entire college.
Thank you, Ms. Trevino. Chair recognizes Ms. Liendo.
Thank you. First of all, I want to say great job. I think we've seen the progress and we continue to see it every day. And so you're doing an amazing job. Recently, some of the board was able to attend the Elucian conference in April, actually. And the big thing that they talked about at almost every session was AI. And so I think everything that you have talked about today of what you're doing is wonderful. Those emails, they are getting them as a student. I receive them all the time.
Sure.
My issue with that is that sometimes I open it and I don't write down the notes as to what the email said, what the deadline was, what the next step is. So I wish that there was a way, and I'm sure there is, that we could use AI to extract the dates, due dates, the to-do list, where it could create a to-do list and a calendar with all of the dates and things that are pending so that the student could easily see what the next step is, not having to go back to the email and reread it, but kind of, see it on a chart and then maybe just click on it and it'll refer you back to the email with all the information. But I think there's so much potential there with AI now where, it could be the student's own personal assistant in creating these schedules for you. And so I just wanted to ask if you could look into that and see if that's something that we can do, because I think it would make the student's life much easier and yours as well. So you don't have to be making all those phone calls every day. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Liendo. Any other questions or comments? No. The only thing that I'll end with, Dr. Desola, I like the Noah's Ark approach. I think it's really cool. Maybe if we could, once you visit and you do a kind of like sit down with your staff once they come back, if we could maybe get an eye of this is what they're doing, but this is what we're doing. We're connecting here, 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 here. We're just missing this one finger right here to connect. And but see, I don't know. I mean, that's up to you guys, right? But I don't know if because we're a border city, we can't actually do that, right? Let's just see an example. Maybe we can't, right? But I don't know. Maybe we can. I mean, it's just I would want to see if it's working for them, what we would have to do, as an institution, especially as a board, to be able to provide help on anything you all need. But I just think, and of course, under the direction of Dr. Ramirez, but I like that approach. It's just to see where we're at. I like it. Dr. Ramirez?
Thank you, sir. Congratulations to the team, because I think, and to the board members who gave us the idea while on the Aspen, when they went to that meeting with the Aspen folks, and really coming up with the topic that you all wanted us to challenge for the year, and what it was where you felt we needed the most work. And so I think with your stewardship and leadership, and knowing that every month at every board meeting, they're going to present to you our progress and the things that we're doing. We recently, Ms. Liendo, had the conversation that you just asked for, and I said, well, why can't we just create a checklist, call it a bookmarker? I know nobody reads regular books anymore, but it's a checklist on a little something easy where people can start to mark off things. And so we had that conversation. But I think had you all not presented this to us as an initiative, while we were trying to get it done in the midst of everything else, it would not have maybe surfaced and elevated, because we do have good metrics right now to this level. And so thanks to your all stewardship and leadership, I think we've been able to really put it on the front burner and added that dimension of accountability and keeping the data and the statistics and pushing us forward on that to make those data-driven decisions. And so I think that's probably the most important. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ramirez. Chair recognizes Ms. Elizondo.
Thank you so much for the report. And since Ms. Liendo brought up AI, please don't use AI to call the names of the graduates during graduation.
We're hoping to use Ruben's.
Yeah. No, but thank you so much for everything. I was just a little joke.
Thank you, Ms. Elizondo. Chair recognizes Ms. Garcia.
Yes, I just wanted to congratulate you all, but I mean, the collaboration has changed what you all are doing, okay? Because I know everybody went their own ways or whatever, right? And you all are really making strides towards your goal, towards our goal.
Progress.
And progress, yes. And I think that once you all meet your goal, which I know we will meet our goals, of what we're doing, you can use what you're doing now in the other areas that need help as well. And things will go faster and better for us because we've already done this. But I think that, of course, like when they say two heads are better than one, well, 10 heads are better than two, right? And so I'm happy that you guys are working together for this one cause because really, I mean, there's nothing you can't do together. So I congratulate you and I say thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. Well, Dr. Esola, Mr. Trevino, thank you so much for your presentation. We look forward for the next one. Thank you. 16, Foreign Trade Zone Designation Request, Dr. Ramirez.
Yes, sir. This month, we had three letters of concurrence supporting the request for minor boundary changes and modifications through the ASF usage driven within the foreign trade zones, number 94. They were issued to, number one, Joffrey Group LLC, located at 10218 Crossroads Loop, Laredo, Texas, 78045. To Padilla Import Sales Marketing, Inc., located at 14206 Mercury Drive in Laredo, Texas, 78045. And number three was Ramon Barrios, Inc., located at 2702, 2802, and 27220 Santa Isabel, Laredo, Texas, 78045. Those letters have already gone out to the city, sir.
Thank you. Any questions? No? Moving on, item 6E, notification of travel to the 2026 Associations of Community College Trustees, ACCT Leadership Conference, October 21st to the 24th, 2026, as per Laredo College Board Policy, BBG Local, Board Members Compensation and Expressions, and BBH Local, Board Members Conventions, Conferences, and Workshop. Dr. Ramirez.
Yes, sir. As per board policy, we are requesting to start making arrangements for the ACCT conference to be held in October. And it is a national conference for board members. I think Ms. Ramos will be presenting again this year, and I believe I'm presenting again this year. So we will be going for sure, and any other board member who may be interested in attending the ACCT conference upon your all's approval.
Thank you. Just for note, this is one of the conferences approved by board policy, correct?
Right.
Okay.
So this is just a notification, but you all need to let us know if you're gonna go.
If we could have a deadline for this, I think it would be a good thing, Ms. Bocanegra,
So-
if we could make sure that we get the early bird.
The early bird deadline is August the 14th, so the sooner the better, and that also helps us with hotel reservations. So yes, it will be in Chicago this year.
If we could do that, Ms. Bocanegra, please. Thank you. Any questions? No? Thank you. 7, consent agenda, Ms. Diendo.
7E and 7F. Motion to approve.
I second.
There's a motion by Ms. Diendo, there's a second by Ms. Elizondo. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? No? Motion passes. 8, discussion and possible action. 8A, approval of modifications to Laredo College Board Policy, BD Local, Board Member Meetings. Ms. Levin Ramos.
This item on the agenda goes back to my presentation on the Program and Policy Committee meeting, and it is to add to the BD local board meetings the following: a board member who submits a topic for placement on the meeting agenda shall be prepared to discuss the topic and explain to the board the reasons for his submission. It falls under the preparation. You do have a copy of it. It also has three items that go with this particular modification. That include that once we submit something, we should have a written explanation of the topic and its purpose. Questions a board member anticipates will require discussion or action at the meeting. And number three, all supporting documentation and background materials relevant to this topic. I have proven to you all that this is something that we can do to make the meeting more efficient and also best practices. And so I'm submitting to the board my motion to place under preparation under BD local the following agenda item that I placed on
Second.
Thank you.
There's a motion by Ms. Ramos, there's a second by Ms. Elizondo. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion passes. Thank you. 8B, approval revisions to the Laredo College Board procedural manual. Ms. Ramos.
Thank you, sir. The same thing also to update our procedural manual that we work together with the local policy and the legal policy. It's the same items, but it's being placed under the section entitled Board Meetings. So my motion is to approve the revisions to the Laredo College Board Procedures Manual as indicated in the Program and Policy Committee meeting and also before you.
A motion by Ms. Ramos.
I second.
There's a second by Ms. Elizondo. All in favor? Anybody against? Motion passes. 8C, for consideration and approval of membership to the Association of Governing Boards of Universities and Colleges, AGB. Ms. Ramos.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I also put this item on the agenda because I wanted to bring attention to also when dealing with best practices. This is the AGB, which is the Association of Governing Boards of Universities and Colleges. We are a member of the ACCT, which is the Association of Community College Trustees. This is for governing boards, and I provided a copy for you all so that you could see what this membership also does. And I found it very interesting because it has a lot of resources and programs and services available for the trustee as a board. And it also includes memberships for different types of enrollments. However, I think that we qualify, if you look at the second page under the memberships where it says other categories, I could be wrong, but where it says other categories, two-year institutions would be $4,360. And it provides us with different resources of programming services for administration as well as for the board. And if you look at the third page, navigating your board's responsibilities, higher education boards engage in a number of activities as board members address their duties. Those are some of the things that they can help us with. Again, studying best practices and also efficiency for our board. I think we develop as a board and trustees continually. It's not like something that's stagnant and it just stays there. So I brought this to the board to see if you all would agree with me that we could use this other resource to support our specific duties. And so my motion is to consider and approve the membership to the Association of Governing Boards of Universities and Colleges. And if there's any questions or also some feedback from Dr. Ramirez, I'd greatly appreciate it.
There's a motion by Ms. Ramos. There's a second by Ms. Liendo. Any questions, comments? No? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion passes. Thank you. 8D, approval of Laredo College Board of Trustees letter in support of Laredo College Board member Jackie Levin Ramos participating in the presentation at the 2026.
So moved.
Yes. There's a motion by Ms. Elizondo. By who? By Ms. Liendo, I'm sorry. Sorry, any second? Second by Ms. Garcia. Just a real quick comment. Do you need a letter if you're going to present? Oh, okay, just wondering. Go ahead, Ms. Ramos.
May I explain? Thank you, Ms. Liendo. I am seeking a letter of support from the Board of Trustees to present at the 2026 Association of Community College Trustees, which is ACCT Leadership Conference. I have submitted a proposal on board governance and policy development. I'm awaiting confirmation from them, but they do need a letter of support from the board. And I also have been invited to present once again on the executive search process panel. That I do not need a letter because I've been invited and I will be presenting once again. I think this is my fourth year already that I've presented. I'm very appreciative of the opportunity that the ACCT gives me. But since I submitted a proposal, they are asking for a letter of support. That's the reason why I put it on the agenda.
Okay. I would like to, Ms. Leandro, if you would allow to amend your motion for approval. But I would like to add letter of support to the Laredo College Board Member Jackie Levin Ramos and also Laredo President Dr. Minita Ramirez, just in case if she needs it. That way she already has the approval.
As amended.
Okay. It is amended. All in favor? Anybody against? Motion passes. Thank you.
Did we get someone to second the amendment?
Oh.
You did?
Yeah.
Ms. Garcia, right?
Would you second? Okay. Okay, but there's a motion and a second with the amendment. All in favor? Anybody against? Motion passes. Thank you. We're going to executive session items. Consider 9A, consideration with the Laredo College consultation with the Laredo College Board President, Laredo College Attorney to discuss the Laredo College Diagnostic Medical Sonography Program and the Laredo College Radiology Program, including personnel and joint review. Committee on Educational and Radiologic Technology and related legal issues pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.071 and 551.074. 9B, pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.071, closed session, discussion regarding legal services agreement for board member governance matters. Is there a motion?
No.
There's a motion by Ms. Ramos and a second by,
It's okay.
second by Judge Martinez. Go ahead, Chris.
So, item 9B cites in the agenda the topic itself, 551.071. But to the extent that I'm not going to be in the room with you for discussing this matter, we should also go into executive session under 551.074.
Okay, I'll go ahead and make the note. It's gonna be section 551.071 and 551.074 for 9B. Yes. There was a motion by who? By Ms. Ramos, a second by Judge Martinez. Are you okay with that amendment, Judge Martinez?
Yes.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? No? We are gonna go to executive session at 7:57. I am going to be pulling up 9B first. So I will go ahead and go with my colleagues, Ms. Dr. Ramirez and Mr. Muir. I'll call you once we go to 9A. Yes?
Is it okay for me to just articulate
and possible action, 10A, action to approve legal services agreement for board governance matters. The chair recognizes Ms. Jackie Levin Ramos.
Sir, I have a motion, Laredo College Board of Trustees retain legal counsel for the limited purpose of providing legal advice to the board on the governance matter identified in executive session. That's my motion.
There's a motion by Ms. Ramos, second by Ms. Liendo. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion passes. Thank you. We are going to go back to executive session for item 9A. Is there a motion to go back to executive session for 9A? There's a motion by Ms. Ramos, a second by Ms. Benavides and Judge Martinez. All in favor? Anybody against? No? Motion passes. Thank you. And it is approximately 8:16 p.m. and we are going to executive session again. Thank you.
Provecho, everyone.
Let me go and then you. I know, me too. That's what you always say. Good afternoon, everybody. It is approximately 9:17 p.m. No action was taken in executive session. We move forward. We have 10A. That one was already voted on. So we're moving on to 11, President remarks and report. 11A, campus police report, past personal and travel report. And 11B, President remark and recent happenings in Laredo in the community. Dr. Ramirez, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. We've been keeping up, Ms. Bocanegra and I have been keeping up with sending you all our updates on Fridays. But I do think that mentioning that over the course of the last month, we reopened the environmental center. We had our associate degree nursing pinning, allied health pinning, emergency medical services pinning ceremony. We had graduation. We had so many celebrations of the work that we do. And so I want to take a moment to thank all of the faculty and staff here at Laredo College for not only putting those events together, which they do, and they're all beautiful, but the work that it takes to get our students to that point. I think it's imperative to say that it takes a whole village, it takes every employee in every department to make sure that those things happen and happen as beautifully as they do to really make those moments memorable for everyone. I'm also, I wanted to share with you that if you recall on May 7th, right before we were going to begin Maymester, we had an issue with Canvas, and Canvas itself got hacked. Fortunately for us, we immediately took action and disconnected Canvas from our main LMS, and so or SIS, but we were able to mitigate the situation. The team came together quickly, and everybody supported each other through instructional technology, through our technology department, through all of the different services, and making sure that the students were impacted minimally. I'm happy to announce that we're back up and running. We were back up and running that night of graduation, but we waited to connect Canvas back to the system until actually today. And so, so far so good. Happy to report that our Campus Shield worked like it's supposed to. Our people worked as they were supposed to. Everybody did their job, sending out information to our students through our public information office. Everybody did their part. And so while it was a terrible situation, I think we handled it with grace and certainly making sure that students' information was protected. And so thank you to the team. I did meet with Mr. Bob Gonzalez from the Guadalupe and Lilia Martinez Foundation. We discussed some grant opportunities for the 26-27 year, and I'm working with Dr. Ortiz on determining what our asks for the following year or next year are going to be. They've been extremely generous. And you're going to see soon in the Guadalupe and Lilia Martinez Fine Arts Center some very nice upgrades to the lobby of the MFA. And so they've all been very generous. They've been very supportive. They're also supporting this year's Flamenco Fest, which, by the way, will be at the end of July, and the tablado will be August the 1st in the Kazan Center. And so please mark your calendars for that. It's going to be an incredible show, and again, brought to us and making it all happen through Guadalupe and Lilia Martinez. Thank you very much to them. May 11th, we celebrated Police Week here on campus. We had a swearing ceremony of a new officer. And there's so many things going on. We had the Laredo College Kickback Appreciation Dinner on May 13th at the Commander's House, honoring all of our school counselors and partners. And so that turned out to be very nice. We had a UT System Transfer Counselors Update. All of the UT System schools were here to talk to our transfer counselors and to our employees to offer opportunities for continuing education for both students and employees, which was very nice and well attended. On May 19th, we had our second meeting with Dr. Brad Phillips, who is president and CEO of the Institute of Evidence-Based Change. And our new initiative for the next year is going to be called Caring Campus. And you're going to hear more about that at convocation. But Dr. Tijerina and Dr. Arrezola and I have been meeting with their team in preparation for what Caring Campus is going to be and how that's going to fall into not only our strategic plan, but all of the work that we're doing to mitigate some of the things you've heard Dr. Arrezola talk about for the counselors, some of the support services that we have in place for our students, and support that we need to continue doing for our faculty and staff. And so I think you all are going to be pleased with that. So just so that you all know that's ongoing. Recently on May 20th, Judge Victor Villarreal invited me to speak at his Youth Success Court graduation at the Webb County Court at Law 2. I want to give him a thank you for including me in his program. It was 12 minors that were proud to say that they had been sober for more than 150 days. So while the situation is sad, it was a great celebration of those kids' success. And I was really proud to be a part of that. It really made me realize how difficult the lives of some of our students are, and how the work that we do every day is so critical, and the impact that each of you has on the work that we do is critical. So thank you all for that, and thank you to Judge Villarreal for doing what he does. And lastly, we had our Laredo College Regional Law Enforcement Peace Officers graduation on May 22nd. The class which graduated was Class 826. It's always a very touching graduation, and so proud to say that we had 100% pass rate in that group as well. So with that, sir, we have upcoming events this summer, and we will continue to keep you all informed. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ramirez. We are moving on to 12. Next meeting dates, Friday, June 19, 2026. Board retreat, that is tentative. Ms. Ramos?
I just want to make a clarification. So we have opted or suggested that we do the board retreat and the board budget workshop on the 25th of June, and we've already polled, and the majority of our board members have answered. We just pending some of the other board members. So we should be getting confirmation by the end of next week. We do need to move on it very swiftly because we do need to get our speaker to come and provide the presentation and then also Mr. Vela will be presenting on the budget workshop. So to fellow board members that are present and those that are not, we will advise them also as well. We're looking at Thursday, June the 25th. And if you have not answered, you need to let us know so that we can make preparations.
Yes, ma'am. If you could follow up, Ms. Bocanera, please. So that's that. The next one is Thursday, June 25th, 2026, 6 p.m. Board Budget Workshop, possible board retreat as well. And that's currently what we have. Item 13, motion to adjourn. There's one by Ms. Ramos, second by Ms. Elizondo. All in favor? I'm sorry.
Ms. Liendo.
Ms. Liendo, I apologize. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? No? Motion passes. Thank you. And it is approximately 6:26 p.m. and we are adjourned. 9:26.
And the Spurs are winning.